program. I am Hilda Hobson Phantom. It is the first Nigerian television and it's located at Mabuchi, Abuja. Today, as usual, I have special delicacy for you, and today I'm going to make pepper soup plantain. Yes, pepper soup plantain can be served as salad, as main dish, as appetizer, just name it. Just pick any time you want to eat it, and I tell you, it can go with anything. It can go with bread, it can go with rice, it can go with swallow, it can go with virtually everything. We'll go on a short break. When we come back, I'll drive you down the kitchen. You'll have the view of the recipe and of course the stages at which we are going to prepare this pepper soup plantain, and of course with all the assorted meat or protein of your choice. Stay tuned and we'll be right back.
Would you eat synthetic meat? Food production technology has progressed to the point where we are able to create meat analogues derived from soybeans, gluten, and other plant products. Beyond Meat products are readily available in supermarkets as well as some fast food chains like Burger King and Carl's Jr. If this plant-based imitation meat isn't your thing, you can simply get your protein elsewhere. Food cultures around the world have heavily featured plant-based meats such as tofu or falafel for hundreds of years. But synthetic meat is not plant-based. It's meat. Lab-grown, artificially produced meat. Thanks to recent innovations in food production technology, consumers may see lab-grown meat in their supermarket aisles very soon. Numerous companies around the world, such as Upside in the United States and Future Meat in Israel, have been hard at work getting ready to bring their lab-grown cultivated meat to the masses. For the first time, they'll be able to say, no animals were harmed in the making of this meat product.
Real meat, not harming animals.
Instead, workers cultivate small clumps of animal cells in large industrial-grade vats over a period of weeks. During this time, these clumps of cells are grown or cultivated into muscle tissue or meat. Effectively, this means that Upside is able to manufacture real meat in this facility without harming any animals. But how exactly is this done? The first step of this 2 to 8 week process is extracting the cells. After giving an animal a small dose of anesthesia, they extract a small amount of cells from it. These cells are then placed in bioreactors, large steel vats designed for cell culture applications. Inside these vats, scientists can grow tissues or cells far beyond the cellular level. Inside the bioreactor, these cells are fed an oxygen-rich cell culture medium or nutrient broth to further promote their growth. This cell culture medium aims to simulate the environment inside an animal's body, and thus contains nutrients such as amino acid, vitamins, and glucose. This nutrient bath encourages the cells to grow normally as they would inside the animal. Eventually, once these cells have multiplied enough, they turn into muscle tissue, or a mass resembling ground meat. To shape the tissue into specific cuts of meat, such as chicken breast or a prime cut of steak, scientists introduce fat cells and connective tissue cells into the culture. This isn't just for show either. The fat cells and connective tissue enhance the cultivated meat's overall flavor. Scientists can even control the nutritional value of the meat by altering the nutrient broth the cells are bathed in during the cultivation process. Despite the massive amounts of progress they've made with their meat manufacturing process, Upside is running into the same problems encountered by the other meat manufacturers of cultivated meat. For one, the business of cultivated meat is expensive. Each state-of-the-art facility required to produce cultivated meat costs millions of dollars to construct and maintain. Couple that with the overall cost of production, and you end up with a relatively expensive product that might be a hard sell for some consumers. Thankfully, companies like Future Meat have been able to bring production costs down significantly. Recent reports indicate that each Future Meat chicken breast costs $1.70 to produce. That's in stark contrast to the $330,000 burger patties of the first public tasting of cultivated meats back in 2013. Aside from replicating the nutritional value in real meats, it's also crucial to offer consumers a product that tastes, smells, and feels just like the real thing. Upside has found some success with producing cultivated meats similar in texture and flavor to chicken breasts. Other cultivated meat producers around the world have also made significant headway with their products. For instance, the Tel Aviv-based food tech startup Supermeats hosted a well-publicized taste test for Israeli food journalist Michal Ansky. Despite Ansky's refined palate, she was unable to distinguish between traditionally grown chicken meat and Supermeat's cultivated products. Once the cultivated meat industry takes off, we may finally be able to rein in the increasing environmental cost of feeding our world's population. More than a third of the world's greenhouse gas emissions come from the food production industry, with a large chunk of that attributed to meat production. By offering a cleaner, lab-grown alternative, we may be able to mitigate the growing stress our ballooning global population is placing on the environment. Along the way, we might even be able to get cultivated meat similar in texture and flavor to Wagyu beef. That would be quite the delicious bonus.
I told you we are making plantain pepper soup with assorted protein, with all the vegetables of your choice. You know, everything have to do about you. Cooking, food have to do about you, your choice, and everything about it. So I am going to make my plantain, of course, my ripe plantain, and of course you can also use your unripe or green plantain. I have my protein here, my green pepper, my cucumber, carrot, green beans, my tomato mixed with dadawa, pepper, yellow pepper, ginger and garlic, my seasoning, my ugu, my oil. Let's go to the kitchen. So first thing first, we're going to on our fire on a moderate heat. Then we're going to add water. My washed protein, because of course it won't cook at the same time, so I'm putting my beef first. If I'll add my beef, my pomo goes in first. My fish will be the last thing that I'm going to add before adding the plantain. So I'm going to add my seasoning, salt to taste, and my cubes, scent leaf, add a little of my pepper mixed with the dawa, stir it properly, cover it for as long as the protein is going to cook, so it's your choice. Kitchen Drive on ARCN TV. So I'm making plantain, and of course garnish it with my protein of goat meat, fish, pomo. That is my assorted, but of course you can have your assorted, just pick your choice. So I have just added my protein here, added all my spices, and then a little of curry to give it this beautiful aroma, added my dadawa, which is going to add to the delicacy and the yummy taste of it, and I covered it for a while so that it will cook, and then we'll be right back. And to cut it this way, my vegetables. I like my vegetables so that it won't melt in my food. More of the onion, pepper, let's add this side. Cucumber too, already washed. If you want to peel it, fine, but I love it green. Add it here too. This will help garnish my meat. And then at what is going on here? Oh, stir it very well. Let me have a taste whether there's need for me to add. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, we'll be right back. Shape that you want. fish will go in here too. So that like this. This is Kitchen Drive on ARCN TV. We're making pepper soup plantain with our assorted protein of our choice. You can use any protein that you want to. But right now here I have my good meat with pomo, with dadawa, with my pepper seasoning and curry leaves that is giving it this beautiful aroma. And from the look of it, my protein is ready. I'm going to add a little of my red oil to it. Yeah. That's why I said it can be served with any swallow of your choice. It can be served as a menu. It can be served as a main dish rather. It can be served as an appetizer. So just choose what you want to do with it. And so because it's ready, and you know, the plantain is the main dish of the month, as I earlier said in my previous episode. So right now I'm going to add some my blended tomato, pepper, onions to it. Just allow it to cook for a minute or two so that we can add other things. Kitchen Drive on ARCN TV. Okay. So I said just for some minutes, I will have it here. Alright, so I'm adding my fish, I'm adding my vegetables, all the other ingredients will go in. Stir it properly. Everything is fresh. Everything is green. Everything looks yummy. Plantain and our sauteed meat and veggies to it. Let me see. Everything is good. Also cover it for just some minutes so that it will only steam, and then you add your plantain to it. Kitchen Drive on ARCN TV. Alright, so on the episodes of the program today, we are preparing pepper soup of plantain pepper soup, and of course with assorted meat of my choice. You can also choose what whatever protein you want to make use of. So here I have my meat, my fish, my pomo, my crayfish. I have veggies here, and right now I'm going to add the main course, that is the main recipe of the episode, my plantain. You can choose to fry yours, but I want mine fresh. I don't want it fried. Oh gosh. And this can serve as soup, it can serve as a salad, it can serve as a main dish, it can serve as a form you want to eat it, you're free to do it. So all we needed here was just our assorted meat, the plantain itself, veggies, seasoning and oil, and you're good to go. This is set. Kitchen Drive on ARCN TV. Just take a look at this meal. Everything is also green, everything is inviting. The protein is here, the veggies are here. You know, I told you can take it as a main meal, you can take it as soup, you can take it as a salad, you know, add it to any of your pasta or rice, and you're good to go. See the veggie. You know, when preparing this meal, I told you that it is plantain pepper soup with assorted meats of it. But mine, I went for goat meat with fish, with pomo, with crayfish, with my veggies, carrot, green beans, cucumber, garlic, ginger, just name it. And first of all, I cooked my meat, of course, allow it to be tender, then added my veggies, allow it to just steam for a while, then I added my plantain to it, and this is what I have. And this is nice. I hope I'm not exaggerating. Give a try. I'm telling you, you can eat this at any time of the day, all ages, all health, you know, healthy. You can take this to someone that just gave birth. You can just have this. I don't know what to say, but I tell you, it's delicious. This is ARCN TV, at Nigeria's first agricultural television. Always I'm willing to give you the end product of everything we farm on our land. These are things that you can just harvest it behind your house. You can, apart from the plantain, that of course you can plant it, your cucumber, your carrots can just have it, and just put this together and have a healthy meat. We always encourage you to take good care of yourself. Eat good food, stay out of trouble, and we love you. Hilda Homsem is my name, and this is how we wrap it up on the episode. Looking forward to giving you another recipe of plantain. Keep a date with us, and I love you. Take good care of yourself. Bye.